He wants to keep running. The side will put him down, but it only takes the Aegis the Immortal. VP.
Naku, lakad mo to tol!
To which fine, you know, later if it gets to the super late
Tied
game.
into monkey carry.
Yeah, true.
Bro,
actually. That's pretty horrible.
Sipping something.
Ooh. Okay, so Queen of Pain offlane, yep. It's what you were talking about towards the start of the draft, right? Like,
Depend on the tangos and just give more space towards T1 to let Savage get big here.
Yep, Savage taking a lot of damage. Gets hit by the Godz Rebuke and then gets speared and now pulled back by the Telekinesis. Couple more right clicks. He's going to give up first blood. Fnatic. DJ and Jabs, the Fnatic duo, making it happen down here. And Jabs might get a second kill. If he can find Zephyr with one more right click, he's got a double kill down here. DJ did drop, but bottom lane, they have gone in on 23 Savage, speared him underneath the tower, and they followed up with a Rubik. At this point, Invoker's, I mean, Lena's got to be at least somewhat aware something's amiss because...
Throwing off. Fnatic are using this slower pace for themselves as well. They're just farming up normal. A bit of an invasion here from T1 though.
Yep. They would love to contest this. Torrent even coming in, but now Jabs has hit level 8. He's got the arena, gets the Kunkka with the spear. Follow-up is coming from John. They get the Earth Spike. Is there going to be enough damage? With the run buff, it's going to be hard, and Jabs caught in the middle of the ghost ship. Goes down to start things off here. I'm looking for an LSA. We'll hit just the one hero. It's going to be 23 Savage with the Monkey King following up. Great Sonic Wave on 3, but the Earth Spike counterplay. Zephyr has to run away. He's caught inside the Wukongs here, and Carl, the Invoker, no escape for him. 2 dead, double kill for Armel. A full 5-on-5 in the bottom lane. Both teams wanting
to be the aggressors. Not really on T1 because they're just sitting back. They're just doing what they want here.
Yeah, we'll see what Fnatic's next big move is going to be. The line does get picked off in the bottom lane as T1 wards to both sides of it. So they know this is coming their way. Jabs in the front line pops the smoke, blinks away, and then they're going to... Oh, he spears out with the Earth Spike. He actually speared him over the arena. Down in the bottom, Raven gets out the Wukong's command, but the magic damage is a lot. Nice little mischief. Does end up dodging the ghost ship damage, but Raven's still getting low, and they're going to manage to bring him down. Fnatic may have to back off here. Januel could be the next one getting picked off as Jabs gets a spear up, but there is 5 T1's heroes. Armel just nowhere to be seen. He's getting tipped while all this is going on. Fnatic losing 3 in the bottom lane.
Because of your build-up in the Monkey King. Like, Deso coming out, they do manage to catch Zephyr.
Yep. Burst him down with the Chain Disable. Nicely done by Fnatic. That takes Roche. This is often the position where you would see Radiant just taking Roshan if Fnatic play on the bottom side of the map. But they don't have the heroes for it, but they do have the heroes to perhaps defend. Arena on the backlines here. They don't get the follow-up immediately. He still hits the spear into the arena, and Armel falls up, runs in with a BKB Laguna Blade to get the kill, and Zephyr, next in line on the Weaver, gets hexed up so he can't Shikuchi or time-lapse out of there, and Fnatic get 2 kills, the tower.
For T1, but...
Oh, blink spear back. They get the follow-up stun, the LSA Laguna. There's no save. The Weaver, Aghanim Scepter was 100 gold away, and he wasn't there. He's trying to finish farming that one up, and Fnatic are chasing. They want more, and they'll get more. Whitemon gets caught by the LSA, and that should be Roshan, I would say. They've got the Deso, and...
has to toss out all of his spells. There are still BKBs on Fnatic ready to go, so it's just really hard to pull off that engagement. And as you mentioned, like there's just no clear playmaking. They catch Savage again.
Yeah, this be a great kill if they can get him with the Weaver dead. That save just isn't there, but Jabs gets brought very, very low, but the Chain Stun is just too much. Ravens with his right-click damage is just starting to hurt and bully them. Cuckoo goes down as well. The time-lapse unable to save him.
Of counter fighting here for Fnatic. Good wraparound up top, though.
DJ, he was X'd. He knew it was a dangerous spot to go into, so he preemptively X'd himself to pull himself back, and now Jabs is fishing. Misses the spear on Carl. Does force out a BKB with the arena. That would have been a really nice initiation. They may still get Zephyr here, and with the gem, they see him. Nicely done to clean up the Weaver.
It's something. At the least, you get a little bit of something out of it for T1. It's not enough to really change tides. Carl?
Raven on the high ground. They got the Hex off to start things off on 23 Savage. Where's the save from the Weaver? Gets a time-lapse, but he time-lapse back into a Torrent. The Rubik with the stolen Torrent now gets a Sonic Wave. Boy, has DJ been impressive there.
Didn't take too long for Armel to just clear it out if he wants to.
I love this build of his, going for this like extra stats and tankiness with the Skadi Dragonlance. He is just such a strong frontline here. The time-lapse barely keeping one alive in the front lines. The Ogre does still end up going down here as Cuckoo needs a blink out. He barely gets it off on a sliver of health here, but they're chasing him. They'll get him with the Boundless Strike. Raven snipes him, and onto the racks they go. Fnatic are just having their way with T1 right now. Nothing T1 can do during his BKB, so very tough game for him.
And what's even tougher now is you've got the DJ stolen time lags, makes this tough.
Cuckoo coming in for the Roshan steal, but he comes too early and blinking into that Wukong. It's the death of him. On the backlines, it's Mars with the Arena onto the Weaver. The stolen Sonic Wave from DJ doing some good damage as well. They pulled Whitemon back in with the telekinesis, and now last of all could be the Kunkka. Triple kill for Armel, who's just doing too much damage. Only the Invoker left standing, and it's GG. T1. They get pummeled by Fnatic.
I don't think.
Doxia, Sand King.
I think he's not like particularly amazing against the heroes. Like if the illusions that he creates with his wall are not great, but what he does do is enables Raven's lifestealer really hard.
Wave, get your EXP. Wait for that level 3 spike. It feels a lot scarier coming out from Fnatic, although DJ is dropping low in this trade.
Is he winning this battle? He's trying to, but he gives up first blood. Whoa, exactly what we're all thinking. Well, that's what DJ's thinking, perhaps.
Now he has to smoke back to lane. And on the bright side, it gets. Oh god, yeah. Whitemon's doing so much.
Oh, he'll die to creeps. DJ actually got the XP, so
Tater supports onto mid, but so does Fnatic, and cutting off those power runes. Armel not gonna find his. Is taken by Whitemon.
He may get glimpsed back here.
Keep it.
LSA waiting for him. And that's a kill. Carl, doing it all for him. 2 triple stacks, I believe it was, in the jungle. But it's bottom where T1 want to make their first move. They got that level 6 on DJ. They cogs in Cuckoo, who gets a spear up, but there's no counterplay, no TPs. T1. Potential glimpse. LSA, is it time? You bet.
Yeah, the chain stuns. Team Economy's still going T1's way. They've got the better jungle stacks. Hook.
They're not done. They've now caught Carl and the Lina. The fear comes out from the Terrorize. The Sonic Wave follow-up. Carl still alive. He's going to turn and try to throw out some damage. And with the TP in from 23 Savage, they've got a Chronosphere if they need it. And Armel is going to be next to full. Fnatic get a bit overzealous looking for the Lina kill. And they're going to have Januel get glimpsed back in and Lagooned by Carl. 3 dead on the Fnatic side. T1.
T1 as well. Rotation's coming in for the defense.
Yeah, but T1 are smoking in with their Mars and Disruptor. So they have Static Storm, they have Arena. Can they counterplay this one? They start things off with the Arena as Carl gets hook-shotted on. He's the bait here, but they're going to lose him to begin with. The Infest save is there, but DJ still too much damage for him to deal with them. The Static Storm on the ground means Lifestealer could be in some trouble. Can't get out of the kinetic field. Fnatic lose 2. And they are making their own move. Smoked up behind the tier 1 mid. They could see Carl in a second here. DJ goes running in, gets the hook shot to lead things off. Triple TP coming in, but T1 may lose this Lina before anything can be done. Gets pushed out of there. The overgrowth there as well. They need a bit more damage with the Leech Seed. Have they got Carl? You bet. Willow charging forward with the Bedlam, doing some good damage to counterplay this one. DJ now in some trouble with the Faceless Void there. Mask of Madness and a Chronosphere. Could look for this Jab's Darks here, but he's standing on top of the wall, daring the Faceless Void to come in and go on him. Blink out from Queen of Pain. Can Savage find the Chrono he's looking for? There's a Sonic Wave on top. Savage gets low. He can't time walk it off because of the Mask of Madness, but he is going to be okay. He'll survive his way through it. 3 for 2 trade in the end.
Triangle, but not enough watching that top jungle. The hook's out.
Hook shot. Then go in on the Dark Willow. Is the Iron Shell damage going to be enough inside the Shadow Realm? The Spear is there to push him away, and the Dark Willow will survive. Jabs, he's maybe overcommitted now as well. Tries to run his way out, but there was a glimpse as well as a maze that he couldn't find a way out of. Try and head that direction. T1 can take advantage. Oh, hookshot mid. They start things off. That's a BKB on the Mars. He does manage to barely get it off as well as the Arena. He does end up dying to the Sonic Wave. Chronosphere on 3! All on the edge. Perfectly placed, but the Overgrowth is there to stop any damage coming out. 23 Savage has the follow-up from the Lina, though Carl finishes off the clockwork with the LSA onto the Lifestealer. They get the follow-up kill onto Raven. 2 down, and they want more. They're not done. Carl with the Yules into the LSA, but it's going to be dodged by Armel's BKB. And Armel's turning and fighting, doing what he can. Has a blink out, which he may just have to use, because he is not winning this battle. As Jabs has been stunned up on the back lines. Caught by the root. Can he get out of this one with the Surge? It looks unlikely, but he makes it out. Okay. Queen of Pain Armel needs to blink out as well, but gets hit by the bash right off the bat. Blinks back to the safety of his tier 2 tower, and meanwhile it's Januel running in, perhaps looking to be a hero and save the day, save his teammates. He ends up going down, so T1.
Where's the smoke out? Aegis is still up for a minute here, so Carl can take point as much as he wants.
Yeah, he's not the target you want to go on, but they're looking for that Infest in. DJ on the backlines. They get the Mars, but the Force Up is there to push him a bit further away. The Overgrowth locks him in place. Can the Lifesteal finish him off? Not with the Chrono, but the Sonic Wave will do the damage. Lifestealer still alive and kicking for now, but his rage is worn off. He needs to get his BKB off, but the fear is stopping him. Gets the BKB off, but he's being bashed now by the Faceless Void.
Oh
There's
my
too many
God.
bashes. Oh, it was perma-bash, like 3 or 4 bashes just back to back. And question is, what can Fnatic do to contest this one? Roshan already down to near half health. Blink in, Willow. Ooh, very aggressive move. Just get a ward on the high ground, but they immediately infest bomb on in. Willow does get the self-use off. That's going to keep her alive for a little bit longer. Gets into the Shadow Run with a nice Chronosphere. Catches DJ on the edge as well as the lifesteal in the middle of it. Overgrowth comes in to buy some time, and now with the Static Storm on top of the Void, he's still going to go down to the Sonic Wave, but he gets the Time Walk off just barely at the end there. He survives through all the damage, and they kill the lifestealer. Januel blinking onto the high ground gets up impact they need with that little bit of extra silence. Cuckoo gets off the BKB in the front, has a refresher for a second BKB and potential ultimate, but now Queen of Pain could be in some trouble. Playing in the middle of this fight, Januel blinks in onto the Treant Protector. They're trying to force this. Roshan faces Void. Time walks in, Time walks back after getting the kill on Jabs. He goes back in once more. He wants Januel. This Void, he is just so elusive, so pesky. He's killed off 3, forcing out to buy back the Queen of Pain. Gets glimpsed back and bursted down by the Laguna. T1 playing the perfect game of hit and run, cat and mouse. They poke, they prod, they take the pickoffs. The Faceless Void just baiting out spells with this Time Walk and reverse.
And T1, gonna go up.
Oh, Chronosphere. They jump in, they catch 2. That's the Queen of Pain with Jabs. And Jabs finally going to pop himself out there. He wants the Faceless Void. The Illusion's doing some really good damage here. He's locked in place. He's done. He gets hexed up. They bring down the Void. Quap with the buyback. He's looking to turn it around. Great clockwork initiation in the middle, but they're losing lives here. T1 are buying back, making sure they win this fight with Carl's damage. Here's Lena. Just a machine gun turret in the back lines, bursting through Fnatic, despite the Void going down. It's Carl on the Lena just to get these items to try and win this game, but now it may just be game over. T1 don't know these heroes don't have buybacks, but they are going to press the advantage and try and force them. They're going to catch the Queen of Pain bottom with the Static Storm. This may just be GG. It is. They call it. We're going to a game 3.
Oh, what a tight game.
I don't think that's true. They're probably what's best, like depending on lane matches.
Don't hate it. I think it's fine. Anytime I see an IO, I'm like, all right, what are things that are going to work well when you know 2 heroes?
All you have to do.
Downside of your support rotating off for those runes with all these poison stacks, they're tipping. They feel like they've got this kill 6 stacks, 1 more poison, that's 7, and that's first blood going the way of Whitemon. He's been kind of left alone as Armel wants to go grab the rune, but DJ forced to take it. So neither mid laner will get their power rune to start things off here.
Oh, Carl? Carl?
This gank is coming. Will T1 respond? For now, they're trying to focus down the tower. The fortification, buying some time. He's going to poke his nose out. Inkswell going to start things off here. They get the arena. The spear going to be off the mark, but now the disruption could set up a Torrent Ghost Ship, but it looks like Fnatic are just going to hightail it out of there. They see the TPs coming in, and they read the writing on the wall, which is a dead Grimstroke.
It is a pretty sad sign for T1 that Carl hasn't had the best rune control. It's now 2 levels behind the Kunkka. Oh.
Disruption to set it up into a relocate, but Jabs, he just arenas and keeps him out. He says nobody's welcome. Locks the door and bunkers in. The Doom's there, but doesn't want to use the Doom. Can they actually chase down Jabs? They've got 4 poisons, but it's not enough. The Earthbite shows up, but there's going to be the X boat. It's onto the Shadow Demon. Unfortunately, he couldn't find the Io Luna with it. That would have been perhaps the bigger kill, but they will
control from their Disruptor to kind of enable the Doom. They are making moves spot though.
Yeah, in a little bit of trouble, but has the arena to back him up, and Jabs showing up. They're looking for that Finger of Death. Earthspike combo doing insane damage, and the Ghost Ship will finish off the Luna. Amazing Soulbind right before he died to set all of that up. Instead, they're going to maybe set their eyes on a Carl who... Oh, Arena, not going to find him. The Remnant away. He's back to safety, so Fnatic just not... Oh, he's not back to safety. He's back to an Inkswell gank. Raven's there with the E-Blade to burst him down, so...
Because he's probably the best playmaker next to Doom without Doom up.
Oh, well, he's not going to get a chance to playmake if he's stunned up like this.
Oof.
Jabs finds him with the spear. Away. Jabs also has a blink if need be, but he's looking to use offensively. Charges forward, finds the Io. That's a big target if they can burst him down. The Torrent follow-up isn't going to land. Zephyr keeps himself alive for now, and Jabs' BKB going to be wearing off the X-Boat onto Zephyr's Io, pulls him back in. Have they got the damage to finish this kill off? With the Mars BKB ending, they lose Jabs here, and into the Roshan pit, T1 are considering going. Armel's got no BKB, so T1 just camping above this Roshan pit, watching the Luna do this. They throw out these torrents to scout, see what's going on here. Can they find that good soulbind? Armel goes running in. They waveform in with the Morphling here. They're going to focus down. Double Hex, double finger with the Earthspike follow-up. The disruption going to keep Ember alive, but the cleave from Armel! He slices through two and he wants more. He spider legs to the high ground. He finds Zephyr and he's got an X to pull him back in. Raven blows him up with the Adaptive Strike. 3 dead in the pit. What a combo with the Soulbind plus the Lion. Fnatic support's coming up big here. Fnatic are here, setting up with some vision. And they shouldn't be caught by surprise. But Raven on the high ground has the backup. They blink in, break the Lincolns. There's going to be a disruption coming out from Whitemon. There's the follow-up arena with the Soulbind. Double finger. The Ghost Ship come flying in. The disruption not there because it was used offensively. And Raven with that BKB just using it to make sure that he doesn't go down once he used on that first life. And now they're going to focus down the racks here. The Dark Portrait helping them out, keeping T1 at bay.
T1 apart before the BKBs can fly out. It's insane.
Doom, this is a dieback if he gets caught, but they just force out the defensive disruption. So now that's on cooldown. Lion being jumped by the BKB Ember. Carl recognizing they've got to deal with these supports. But while Morphling takes the base here, Fnatic have lost their Lion. Doom comes out onto the Morphling. He's still got the Aegis though, so he's just going to lose his first life here. There's no second Doom though. And Fnatic are going to try force this fight. They get the X to pull back the Luna, but the BKB is there. The Arena going to keep him trapped in place, and Cuckoo, without a BKB, he can't escape this one. Gets bailed out for a little bit. The Eye are relocating him back to safety, but that means the Luna's got no protection. Zephyr had to save the Doom, and that means without a Luna, this could be all over, but they do have the buyback still, so Jabs in the front lanes will overcommit, will end up going down, dropping a gem in the process. So Fnatic losing numbers here. No Lion buyback meant that Hex means they don't have to rely on the Lion, but the Lion's got a Hex of his own. Goes into the mid lane. Disruption save is there. Fnatic, though, they're not hard committing. They're just poking and prodding, trying to force out these saves on the back lines. They've caught the IO. Zephyr caught in the Arena. Is there a way out for him? The follow-up damage is there with the silence, and they've also killed the Luna on the side. Dead without a buyback. This fight is in all sorts of problems for T1. Carl goes in with a BKB, hard committing to kill off the supports, but he knows there's no escape for him. He used all his remnants to go in and do the damage, and now both supports will buy back, and Fnatic say, thanks, Carl, we'll lose our supports back.
900 gold in that kill on DJ.
Well, he's charging forward with that buyback. They don't have the Luna, and they're going to instantly lose. Whitemon Cuckoo dies as well. They're rooted up by the Ember. He's poking and prodding. He doesn't have many Fire Remnant charge. He's got none, in fact, to play around. T1, they won't GG out. They'll make Fnatic earn it. They do end up getting the buyback on the Doom now. Charging forward, but he gets hexed up before he can even use the Doom. There's going to be a disruption to stop him getting Ghost Shipped here, but the throne is going down, and it's game over.
Right. Trinkets.